Welcome to 2012. Very interesting ride that we're on these days. Speeding up energy even more. A lot of changes inside our life, inside ourselves, and all around us. And so much opportunity for growth and expansion of awareness and self-understanding. And so we meditate with the purpose of creating a conducive atmosphere for processing all of this material that's happening inside of us and around us, so that we can use it better and use ourselves better in the life, to take advantage of ourselves. You know, we have skills, we have abilities that are even perhaps completely untapped in some cases. We have talents and creativities that can be enhanced and expanded. We have the ability to forgive and understand in ways we didn't know our heart could stretch. And all of that is available to us all the time, and a little bit more acceleratedly now. And so we meet the year 2012 consciously, wide awake, with, even though our eyes are closed, with eyes wide open. That there's a joining of the times, and to be in our life even more so. And that even with all this sped up energy and all this acceleration that's happening, that being the yogis that we practice to be, and meditators, that we've become good surfers. We're becoming better surfers of energy and ourselves. That's valuable, the ability to surf energy, to be able to move in the flow as opposed to not in the flow, and to recognize what flow is when you're in it and when you're not in it. And that discernment that can sense when to move, when to hold, is an internal ability to translate energy and to be able to know what to do by using our internal guidance. And so when we meditate, we are building a better relationship with that translating device that's within us, to be able to read the energy, to be able to know when to move forward, when to hold, when to pause, when to stop. And to recognize flow when you see it. Well, the breath is flow. So when the breath is held, for instance, that's an out of flowness, yeah? So we're just consciously moving the breath as a practice to moving the life. Because everything's a metaphor inside this practice of real life. And so the breath is flowing, and you're feeling your flow, and you're feeling your breath, and you're noticing if it's moving, and if you're holding, or if it's tight, or if it's stressed, or if it's fine, and if it's conscious or unconscious. And it's just information, nothing to judge, nothing to change necessarily. but just begin to notice, because the first step of awareness is to know where we are, right? In the first place, to know where I am, right here, right now, and to be fully present to the now moment that I'm in. That's the first step of awareness. Where am I? And so when we meditate, we're knowing where we are. We're becoming fully conscious, so that there's not part of us that's still driving here on the freeway or that's going somewhere later, but that all of us, the whole of us, is present to this breath, to this moment. So welcome to 2012, and welcome to yourself, to a new cycle, a new year's cycle, with all the awareness that you bring from the past years into this year. All that consciousness that you've built over the life creates a platform and a foundation in which you can reach higher from. And so you value that, like you're doing it right now, and that is something. And being glad that you have a way to access this. And it's getting easier and easier. And the breath is your teacher that shows you flow, not flow, holding the breath, breathing. And we started talking in the last meditation about the movement of the breath, that the belly expands as you inhale and naturally recedes as you exhale. And you're just letting that be, that the breath is not tight and that the diaphragm is soft. And when we breathe, the belly gently expands as you inhale. That just happens as a natural process of the breath. And as we exhale, the breath naturally recedes, like the swell of a wave that goes in and out. And teaching yourself to breathe like this, especially if it's not coming naturally or it feels forced, then that means there's some misrelationship with the breath, and also called stress, where the body is not remembering how to breathe in an efficient way that oxygenates and creates chemistry for optimum performance of the body, of the brain, of the glands. So consciously bringing the breath forward in your mind, inhaling, the belly expands. Exhale, it recedes. And then with that breath just becoming more and more present. And especially as you exhale, more present, bringing yourself with every exhalation more into the room, more into the moment, more into this now, into this new cycle of life. And if we were getting on a ride and the bar closed on our little cart, we would be excited as we would anticipate the ride that's coming, And I really would love to share that feeling of this year with you, to take that energy of kind of excited anticipation of what's coming and how you're going to be, and that you land back safely with a whole bunch of experience and a whole bunch of new knowings, and you saw a bunch of stuff and you've changed and you're glad you went. The whole life really is like that, isn't it? But particularly right now, this starting off the year like that. And we're excited as that little cart of ours starts to go click, 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 up, up into this year for that kind of interesting, fast ride that we're coming into. So use as your meditation tonight, I am ready. Moving into the silence in that kind of word phrase, feeling ready. I am ready. And if I'm not quite ready, I'm going to be soon. I'm getting ready. I am ready. And take that energy into the silence of the meditation for a few moments. And just feel that building energy of what's coming and what already is. With that anticipation, just an easy, gentle anticipation. Welcome yourself into this new time, because you've changed. Even in the last little while, you've changed. And here we go. Good, and when you're ready to, in the spirit of all of that, letting your breath assimilate this meditation as you deepen the breath. And when you're ready to, gently transitioning out of this meditation